Right. Hello, everyone over on YouTube. I hope all of you are well. I say that because if you were already aware, we've been on Big Up for the last 40 minutes. So, yeah. Those that were on Big Up, that are still on Big Up to you guys, literally. And big up to everyone that's here on YouTube as well. And looking forward to this, aren't we? I mean, at this point, it's become a formality. At this point, it's become a formality. It's become the game's on. We'll cover it. We'll chat amongst ourselves. Game finishes. Nothing changes. That's kind of the feeling around here, isn't it? Please be careful, Younes, of what you say. Okay, so no, trust me. Over what's happened over the last 24 hours with Johnny and all of that, believe me, we know how to navigate this. We know. We're not stupid. We're not going to do anything silly. That's for sure. Big up to Josh on Big Up, new entry. Now, to give you guys some context, of course, I did start earlier on Big Up, and purposely because we done the predictions on there. We've taken part. There's only 24 minutes left to take part in the predictor game over on Big Up. So make sure you get that in ASAP. Let me shift myself a little across here so then you guys can see. The lineups have now popped up on screen for you guys on YouTube. We've already been through it on Big Up. So this is why we've done the pre-show on Big Up, going through tactics, going through the lineups, going through all of this, right? If you want to jump onto the predictor game really quickly, because you've only got 24 minutes left, first link in the description will take you right there. Normally, there is a way to enter and play for free, and there is a speed track, basically fast paid option where it's capped. You can only play up to $10. You can't do more. But the free option now, we got kickoff is in 25 minutes. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to be possible to be able to get that in. So if you want to take part, you can do. You've got 24 minutes to do that. But we've gone through predictions. I can just really quickly give mine out in terms of what I think is going to happen. I did say I don't think both teams will receive 2 or more cards. I don't think Chelsea are going to be on that vibe today. Chelsea will not score in the first half. Liverpool will win the second half. Right, I think they're gonna score in the second half for sure. Chelsea will not have over 4.5 corners. I've gone with Liverpool will have over 5.5 corners, and there will not be over 3.5 goals. And I say that, let me explain why. My prediction today is 2-0. And I don't know about you guys. I think we'll lose, but I don't think Liverpool are that potent. You know, Liverpool have flaws. They're not like Liverpool last season, Klopp, Liverpool. If we were playing Klopp, Liverpool, I'd say we're losing 5-0. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that's going to happen, but I think they're going to dominate the game, just about. I don't think they're too clinical either, but defensively, they're not so solid, and I think they're going to make sure that they're not going to leave any silly space. And that's why I reckon. If you remember, the first fixture at the Bridge, did we beat them? We did. We beat them 2-1. Yeah, we did, under Maresca. We beat them 2-1. But again, that was kind of different. This, I reckon we lose 2-0. Liverpool at Anfield, they're going to be on it. They're going to be, bringing the momentum, I think. They're going to be dictating the game, I think. But I also think they're going to be looking and making sure they don't leave themselves exposed, which is what they have done in some games recently. And I think they're going to want to make sure they don't leave that space, which is why I think it's going to be a little bit more conservative than the normal rock and roll Liverpool we're used to. That's why I'm only going for 2-0. But I'm going 2-0 win for Liverpool. So that's that. Jerry Gerard, thank you for the contribution. Much appreciated. First technical super chat of the day without the actual chat in it. But the lineups, We've already gone over it on Big Up, so if you're watching on big up to all of you. It's Celeb saying this is going to be damaging. Big up to Josh with the entry on the predictor game. You've got 21 minutes for anyone left. First link in the description on YouTube. Steve saying Scousers will be 3-0 up inside the first half. Oh, flipping hell. Let's see if you're right. I don't expect that, but if you're right, then my goodness, mate. Arsenal won't do what Chelsea did against PSG in the Champions League, in the Club World Cup final. I do agree. I think Arsenal will lose that. I hope. The Champions League final will be the ultimate hate watch. Unfortunately, it will be. CFC beat Liverpool 3-1 this time last year. Now this team is pants will be reversed. Yeah, it's true. We did. Yeah, we did. Mental. Yeah, maybe we've used up our quota at Anfield. Maybe. Let's see. Josh with a new entry as well on Big Up. Much appreciated. Get yourself involved. Take part. Join the community at the minimum. So make sure you're there. Join the community. Yeah, there's a chat. There's almost like a Discord server sort of chat in there even when there's no stream, we can all still converse on there and be in a chat together. So make sure you're checking out the first link in the description to join the Big Up Younes Talks Chelsea community. Much appreciated. But the lineups. Let's go through these. Chelsea with what looks like a back three. And we've already gone through this on Big Up in terms of the tactics. I can't show you guys here on screen on YouTube because I've not got the facilities for that. On Big Up, we do. But actually, Liverpool. Let's go with Liverpool. Marbadashvili, Kirkez, Curtis Jones, Konate, Van Dijk. Solid, except for Kirkez. I think he's liable. McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai midfield, Frimpong on the right, and Gamoa on the left, and Gakpo up top. I got to say, that's not strong. Let's be honest. That's not a strong attack, except for Gamoa. Maybe. I think he'll have Gusto on strings, if I'm being completely honest. But for Chelsea, we don't have any wingers. Jorgensen in goal. That's already a worry. Hato, Colwell, and Fofana. I think Colwell and Fofana are going to be switched around. I don't think that's right. Cucurella, wing back. Gusto, wing back. Santos, Caicedo in midfield. Enzo and Palmer behind Pedro. And this is where I've explained on Big Up. I think that there's going to be a lot of focus on central areas. But the problem with going down a central area against Liverpool is that you are going through their strongest point. Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister is their strongest point in that team right now. But we ain't got a choice because we don't have any wingers. So, do you know what I mean? That's the problem. But they got Gakpo up top. And Frimpong as a right winger, although he's going to be covered by Curtis Jones, you can't say the same for Gusto at right wing back, who's going to have what? Fofana? No, that's not protection, really. Gusto's not going to have freedom, I think, to be able to cut inside and all of that because we don't have an actual right back that's going to be playing as a right back covering in order to allow anyone to come inside. Or not just that. If that right back chooses to go inside and then Gusto tracks back as a right back, I don't think we're gonna do that. Hang on, I've got a flipping issue. Let me do this instead. Hang on. Got to make sure we got the game. Just bear with me one sec. I'm just making sure that... All right. All right, we'll see. I'll attend back to that in a sec. Make sure we actually have the game on. Big up to Aqua on Big Up saying the one that I'm grateful for is that we didn't play Delap or Tosin. Don't worry, they might come on. Steve saying, let's be real, a weak Liverpool side is better than Forest's B team and they smashed us. More of the same incoming. I see your logic. I do see your logic, I'll be honest. Hannah with the entry on Big Up. Thank you very much. Big up to you. Get those predictions in. Short Boss 39 says Chelsea 1, Liverpool, no score. Like there's no score. That could be anything. That's anonymous. It could be 8, it could be 10, it could be 12. Oh, there we are. We're back on. Beautiful. Lovely jubbly. Arnie Slot, who apparently could be under a bit of pressure with Xabi Alonso apparently in the wings, but we'll see. Anyway, say the same for Chelsea. Bardedo Pomorti, thank you for the entry on Big Up as well. Big up to you. You have anyone that wants to get involved in the predictor game, you've got 15 minutes. 15 minutes, get in quick. Right? Get in quick. First link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. But yeah, the benches though, now this is where it gets dark. It gets dark, proper dark, and I'll explain why. Let me just have a look. Right. Let me now load. There we are. Right. We got on the bench. Let me read you Liverpool's bench. Right? Let me read you Liverpool's bench. Joe Gomez, Isak, Chiesa, Robertson, Woodman and Yoni, Morrison and Dye and Wright, 2 academy boys. For us, Tosin, Delap, Chalobah, Reece James, Achiampong, Slanina is alive, Lavia, Matisse Abue. Matisse is playing, apparently. He's on the bench. And Kavuma McQueen, also an academy baller. This bench stinks, except for Reece and Achiampong. But I mean, there's defenders there. There's Reece, there's Chalobah, there's Lavia. He's good. Achiampong. These are all defenders. Lavia, obviously, a sitting midfielder. Apart from that, they've either never played, right, or they stink. That's what we're dealing with here, and that's why, look, if we're being completely honest, the second half could be dark. I'm just saying that now, because once if Arnie Slot and what's his name, people call him McFarlane, get a gauge on what's going on, they got more resource to turn to, and we ain't got an alternative. And I'll explain with the alternative, not just in terms of personnel, but even in terms of system. We are going with a back three, and we're going with wing backs because we don't have wingers, and we don't have any on the bench, and we can only play that way. Whereas Liverpool can start bringing on some players, they can start bringing on they can start bringing on all sorts, and we ain't got the facilities for that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one actually works out. It's going to be interesting. Big up to Osama bin Artidog. Big up to you. Second super chat of the day. Much appreciated. Saying your carrot is fading its colour. Blue co out. It sure is. It's starting to go green. It's starting to get a bit rotten. It sure is. On big up to you guys. They just stopped Joe Cole from telling the truth on TNT about the owners and the framework. They changed the subject to Liverpool even though they said this half hour was about Chelsea. Let me explain something really, really quick. I hope you understand, and please, what I'm about to say, please read in between the lines. Okay? Please read in between the lines. I'm going to say that a third time. Please read in between the lines. The people at the top running this are no mugs. If people knew just how mad, on what level these lot operate, people would have heart attacks. That's it. They're no mugs. They're no mugs, right? So it's no surprise when you start seeing things like this. Joe Cole is on TNT. Okay, quick, change the subject. You know, after what's happened to, Johnny got done. All these sort of things, right? It was a matter of time. It was a matter of time. So I'm not surprised to hear that Joe Cole's starting to talk in terms of in a certain way, like more and more people are. Yeah. By the way, quick one. Just saying. Just saying. If it's lagging, refresh. Yeah, if it's lagging, refresh. I've just seen what's happened. Refresh. If anyone's already done that, or there's lag, right? If you've already heard me say refresh, put it in the chat and say refresh, because I can't do that right now. I'm not signed in here. So refresh. Type in refresh in the refresh if you've got lag. Big up to you guys. I told you guys. Point proven. Aqua says justice for minerals. Big up to you. Chelsea 1, Liverpool 1. Win, lose or draw. Blue Co out says short boss 39 over on Big Up. Big up to you. Yeah. Like I said, reading between the lines. They just showed you. Big up to the geezer with the auto glass shirt. He's look, the other two have got CFC LDN shirts on. We don't want that. That guy's got the auto glass shirt on. He knows what he's doing. Big up. Refresh if there's no audio. Refresh. If you refresh, the audio will be there. Refresh and the audio will be there. Big up to you guys in the chat, letting each other know. I appreciate that. But yeah, we've got 9 minutes until kickoff. See how this one's going to turn out. Big up to Steve. Have a great watch along, brother. Catch up with you later. Will do. Enjoy the boat ride. Aqua, have a great day, Steve. Enjoy the boat. Yeah, we said the same thing. Jacinto 90 with a new entry on Big Up. Big up to you. You've got 8 minutes if you want to... 8 minutes if you want to enter. Newbie Luvia with the entry as well. Big up to you on Big Up. So, yeah. 8 minutes, first link in the description if you do want to get on and take part in the predictor game. You know what's mad? We've lost 6 games in a row. And today could be 7. And we've not done that since 1952. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to come into the chat here. There's some people that just have not understood it. Let me hang on. Let me get back to the 1952 in a sec. You know what? Early kickoff on a Saturday is never a good thing. You know, people have got days to attend to, people have got things to do, people have got all sorts, right? Yeah, early kickoff's always never a good thing. If you have audio or lag issues, refresh the page and you will hear me. Thank you all. Bosh. Let me pin that as well. Might as well. There we are. I've just put that in there. There's always bound to be some issues. Right. It's Louis01. Thank you very much for the super chat saying Liverpool 60. Liverpool 6-7. Chelsea 0. Go on, chat. Do your thing. I give up. I know what's coming. Right, 6 minutes left as well to take part in the predictor game, as well as 6 minutes left until kickoff. After that, the predictor game will be closed until the next game. So you got that's in a week. Yeah, that's too long. So get involved now, especially if you want an assurance, because this game I think is pretty obvious to see where it's all going to go. Let me know your predictions as well. What are your predictions? I've not asked that yet. How do you think it's ending? What's the score? Do let me know. And for next week, cup final, to be honest, the cup final is a cup final. You never really know. You never really know, although we are not favourites at all. Chelsea win 2-1. Wow. 1-0 down after 3 minutes. 5-1 Liverpool, 2-1 Liverpool, 3-1 Liverpool, 4-1, 4-0, 4-1, 3-0, 1-0 Liverpool, 4-0 Liverpool, 2-0 Liverpool, 4-0 Liverpool, 1-1, 3-0 Liverpool, 3-1, 4-0, 1-0 Chelsea. We got one. 8-1 Liverpool, 4-0, 2-1, 4-1, 7-0, 5-1. Chelsea 2-1, we've got another one. 5-1, 1-0, 4-0, 3-0 in the first 20 minutes. Now City beat us 3-0. Mate, we're cooked. You lot think we're destroyed. Oh, we got a 3-1 and a 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Liverpool or Chelsea on defence. 5-0, 1-0 Chelsea if Lavia plays. No, he's not playing. He's on the bench, yeah. 3-0 Liverpool, 3-0... Oh, my God. Flipping hell, lads. He's not looking good, bruv. This is like a 95% Liverpool prediction. Wow. Big up to Tamara Agsuto. There we are. I was saying Augusto. Tamir Agsuto for the prediction. You just got in. 4 minutes left. Big up to you. Younes, if we lose today, you have to do that war movie you did in the transfer window last summer. Chelsea coming back to World War II. I'm going to have to do that. Did I get copyrighted for that? I don't think I did. I hope not. I mean, we know about copyrights now, don't we? So, yeah, it's generations cooked, mate. It sure is. Lone in the cabin, 077 says, did you see what the fans at the stadium say to TNT? They want Alonso and we would be okay if we get him. Some fans don't have a clue what's going on. It's way, way deeper than that. Blue collar. Way, way deeper than that. Way deeper. As we kind of proved today. No spamming. Mods will be on you or I'll be on you. No spamming. And Alon says on Big Up, Younes, who do you think will get promoted to the Prem from the playoffs? I hope it's Millwall. I hope it's Millwall. There we are. I hope it's Millwall. Fingers crossed. But we also need to entertain something here as well. You know, if Liverpool win today, they get Champions League football, officially. Just saying. Just saying. Big up to CFC Ruby. Thank you very much for the super chat. Younes, did you look into getting that humidifier? Yes. I've not got it yet, but yes. And to be honest, it's been, I don't know what, but it's been better. Like today, there's no issue. Even though I've got the aircon on, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But I have looked into it, yeah. I have looked into it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, Liverpool could get Champions League football. For the playoffs, to answer your question, Elon, on Big Up, there's 1 minute 50 left until the predictor is closed. So get yourself in. It's between Millwall, Southampton, Hull and Middlesbrough. Is that it? I think it is. If I'm not mistaken. I want Millwall to go all the way. I really do. We need Millwall back in the Prem. We really do need them back in the Prem. No spamming, mate. No spamming. I appreciate the good message. I appreciate it, but no spamming because you will be timed out. Not even just by me, by the mods. I'm just warning you. But I appreciate the message. Sparky, thank you very much, mate. Shout out Younes, shout out Johnny. Without you, the truth, most of us wouldn't know. It's not just, I mean, look, a lot of this information is out there. It's all public. We're just making sure that people do their due diligence and go in and look for yourselves. What we do is no different from what you can do. It's no different. So go in and have a butcher's for yourself. You'll see exactly what we mean. Richie CFC with a super chat saying 3-0 Liverpool. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, makes sense. I wanted to say 3-0 on the preview yesterday. And afterwards I was like, nah, I don't know if Liverpool are on that smoke. I'm not so sure. You know what I mean? And also, thank you very much, Vivek, for the super chat, saying Chelsea 3-goal gap losses 2002, 14 4 losses last 6 weeks 6. What? Hang on, 3-goal gap losses. 2002, 14 4 losses last 6 weeks 6. So we've lost 6 games in a row, basically. I know. And yeah, it could be 7. And if it's 7, then we break a record that's not been hit since 1952. Do you know what I mean? Oh yeah, Championship playoff semi-finals have started, haven't they? Hull against Middlesbrough, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right or am I wrong? I need to check this. Big up to Toby Faber. Thank you very much. Lavia Liverpool masterclass, but not starting. He can only play an hour, so he might be brought on. He might be brought on. We'll see. Where's the Championship? We're about to kick off. It's not showing the Championship. Blimey. Okay, about to get underway. And we're off. No spamming. Okay, you're getting removed. You're getting removed. Are there any mods? Are the mods all off? Mods are sleeping. You know what? Free-minded. There you go, mate. Yeah, Millwall got 0-0 at Hull last night, mate. Beautiful. Good result. Because they can take that back to the den. So that's really good. There we are. Okay, the mods are here. The mods are here. Fantastic. It's Louise01. Thank you very much for watching this game while revising for GCSEs. Focus on the GCSEs, mate. Focus on your life. Do you know what I mean? It's saying we lost 4 games by 3 goals or more in 10 years. Oh, is that what it meant? Popaj Ajkula on Big Up. Thank you for the clarity. Much appreciated. Thank you for the sense. Right, let's see what's going to happen then, yeah? Let's move this chat over so that I can get more of it. There we are. Boom. Okay. CFC Ruby! Big up to Ruby. Can I just say, Ruby, you've been doing amazing work, even on Twitter. We've noticed, don't worry, we see. And especially about the whole Google review stuff. Amazing. There you are. Go on. Welcome to the party. Thank you very much. Mods. Mods. Remove. Ban him. Ban him. Anyone that's spamming that sort of stuff, get rid. They're gone. I've given you the permission to ban them for life at this rate. So big up to you guys. Thank you very much. They're on it. They're on it. They're on it. Right. We're nearly 3 minutes in. I'll be honest, I don't know what's happened. Liverpool with the ball. Good block. Okay, over to Gakpo. Back to... Is that Colwill? It is. No. Okay, that's Colwill. Fofana. All right, I'm getting an idea of the shape here, like properly. Cucurella struggling to keep the ball. Liverpool won it back. good ball inside into Kirkez. You see Kirkez inverting in the same way that I said in the pre-show. Here we go. Is that a foul? Referee giving the free kick. Free kick to Liverpool. Caicedo obviously at a liability. Let me see the replay here. That's not really a foul. That's not. That's soft. I've got to be honest, that's soft. Colwell back in. Great. But it's typical that he might struggle because of fitness. Szoboszlai free kick. I don't like Szoboszlai free kicks. They always go in. They always go in. He's going to roast this. Ronaldo style. Jorgensen, mate, you got one job. You've got one job. Oh my God, that range. Okay. I think it's going to go over, if I'm honest. Referee's having a word with the wall. What kind of line is that? It's curved. Actually, that might be a good thing for us. Slot looking on. Seems like a warm day in Liverpool. Fair enough. Szoboszlai free kick from distance. This week. Szoboszlai to take. Block. All right, it's landed back. Is Ngoma. Rio. Let's just call him Rio because we knew him as Rio from Cobham. Shot. Oh my good Lord. I'm not even surprised. Those of you on Big Up, what did I say? I didn't say this on YouTube. On Big Up, what did I say? You saw me draw that box on the tactical board. You saw me draw where that space could come from. I told you about where some players in that midfield could cut themselves in and use that space. And what did I say? There we are. And we've been punished for it because defensively we're ridiculous, mate. We're a joke. Gravenberch have a great shot. Gusto can't defend, save his life. And Jorgensen, I mean, what, mate? It wasn't even in the corner. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even in the corner. Unbelievable. Air to the max, 835, thank you very much, saying, just so you know, the mail address players needed at CFCLDN was actually real. They did offer me a 10-year contract with minimum wage. I was about to sign, but they found out that I am over 16. Ah, what a shame, mate. What a shame. Unfortunately. Yeah, don't do that round here. Unfortunately. My goodness. Get rid of... There we are. Big up the mods. Mods are on it now. Fantastic. We're 7 minutes in almost, and we're already halfway through to my prediction. What is going on? Jamie, thank you very much, saying our fan base shameless, booing Rio. Yeah, I wouldn't boo him at all. He done what's right for his career and his life. T-Fuzz, T68404, thank you very much, my friend, for the super chat. Philip Yogurtman is the new keeper. Mate. What a joke. What a joke. On Big Up, Aqua saying, I'm finally realizing how hard consistency is. I'm exhausted, been posting non-stop on Instagram and YouTube and watching streams and modding them and online school. Big up to you. Crazy enough, one of those streams are your streams, modding it also on Younes Talks Football, but I enjoy it. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. It's Louis with the super chat saying, honestly, L's are the only way to get rid of the owners. Yeah. At this rate. Well, I mean, at this rate, it's actually gone past that. We are so far in the mud and been losing way too much that the damage is done. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I guess. It's not even in terms of wanting. It's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? It's going to happen. Whether people realize it or not, we're cooked. It's going to happen. So, ball in. Oh, little bouncy, bounce, and it's cleared. Liverpool 1-0 up already. Flipping. I got to be honest. I didn't expect them to go 1-0 up that early. I thought they would get into the game, build, and then, maybe 20 minutes in, Liverpool go 1-0 up. Not 6. Happened the last game as well. Bloody typical. It's just bloody typical, man. By the way, promotion that is currently going on for 1 week only. I think now it's 6 days. To get your World Cup shirts. Get your World Cup shirts in. You got 15% off now, not 8, 15, right? By using that code. And that's only for a week. It goes back to 8. You want 15 off? You can do that now. So get involved. Link in the description as well, and the QR code is there. But use the discount code YTC15, not YTC, YTC15, and that will win it for you. Enjoy. Liverpool still moving the ball, but you know what's us? Look, when you're looking at us, right? Look, Cucurella, and then we're stuck. We ain't got wingers. We can't navigate the ball through the midfield. Okay, so let me explain the situation here. We ain't got wingers, yet we're constantly navigating the ball to the flanks. Make it make sense. They've got bodies in midfield, and we can't do anything. And Cucurella is trying it. I'll give him credit, but madness. Freedom Don, CFC, thank you very much. Saying, I know I shouldn't say this, but I have to. What the actual F is Palmer doing on the pitch? It's not just him. People are grilling into Palmer because they expect so much from him. The rest of the team are stinking. Just like he's stinking. Everyone's stinking. They're all crap. They've all turned to crap. Realistically, look, okay, we take Palmer off. Who's playing? Tell me who's playing. We have to play him. And that could also be why he's stinking up the place too. Best Sam 2009 thank you very much, saying, hey Younes, remember the stat from last stream I mentioned about the number of goals we've conceded inside the first 10 minutes? We are aiming for the record. We're breaking all sorts of records now, mate. All sorts. It's outrageous. Corner ball Liverpool. Sidan Shah, thank you. 365 days ago, we were the only London club with a European trophy. Now Spurs have it, and in the next 21 days, Arsenal might also have, the Champions League. How have we come to this? Because we've allowed it. We've allowed it. Nicky also saying, Chelsea's game plan every game is inshallah and vibes. I genuinely don't know the strategy we use every game and can't tell who's doing what on the pitch. I can tell, it's kinetic. Kinetic tactics. Motion. Kinetic. Momentum. Ball in. Oh my God. Oh, how's he missed? How's Van Dijk missed? Oh, he's Van Dijk, the centre-back. But, yeah, I hope that makes sense. Kinetic tactics up in here. Darren Chell says, just finished a diabolical exam and I see this. FML. F my life. Unbelievable. What are the other games in the Prem today? Let's have a little butchers, shall we? Let's have a little butchers. Brighton Wolves, Fulham Bournemouth, Sunderland United, Man City Brentford. Oh man, we're on par with Everton and Fulham in terms of points. Just saying. My goodness, what a joke. KXY Zeno, thank you very much for the super chat. Younes, want to come watch paint dry instead? Yeah, I'm on my way, mate. What you got? Deluxe, or have you got what are the other ones? Johnston's paint? What one? What's the other one? What's the other place? Oh man, I forgot the name of the place. They do paint as well. Ball over the top, mate. Liverpool are taking the mick here. They're actually taking the mick. Ball in. Oh my God. No, not Crown. Get rid. Mods. You know what to do. Thank you. Get rid for life. Oh, mate, it's on the tip of my tongue. Not Deluxe. Leyland, thank you. Leyland, that's the one. Yeah, let me know what paint you got. Oh, yeah, duplex, that's another one. Yeah, we could talk about paint, you know? Freedom, thank you very much, saying Rio's finding so much space against Gusto. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to predict that one was going to happen, innit? Unbelievable, honestly. I saw a clip of Gusto from, was it last season? Where he was in on goal, and then he stopped and went backwards. Do you remember that? It was against Wolves. Criminal. Gusto is someone that doesn't play with his brain. I don't think he plays with a brain. Oh, demonstration of the kit size and fit on you. I've got the kits. I can do it at half time. But if you are going to get a size, always go one size up on your UK size, is my advice. That's what I did and it worked. And that's what I was recommended and that was correct. So one size up your UK size and it will be perfect for you. Or you risk it being a little bit tight. Now, if you like that, you like that. If you don't, you know what to do. Feel the power, thank you very much for the super chat, saying, I don't like us to lose, but the more we lose, the more pressure it puts on in these sorry-ass owners. Unfortunately, it's reached that point. It has reached that point. But it's not even a case of our hope to lose. No, we just will lose. We just will. 95% of you said Liverpool would win today. Well, guess what? 95% of you are on track. Do you know what I mean? Me included. We're halfway through to my prediction, and we've still got 75 minutes to play. I was being nice. I said we'd lose 2-0. We're already 1-0 down, honestly. So, what to do? Thought I saw a bird. An actual bird, by the way. Not a bird. Spunky Backpack, thank you very much for the super chat. No club more fun to play against than us right now. You know that, mate. You're completely spot on, unfortunately. When you play against us, you get 3 points. It's easy. Freestyle saying, don't you miss the days of look for players in the pivot? Mate, yeah, we need 2 players to complete the puzzle. We need a defensive midfielder, we need a striker. That's all we need, and we're good. Do you remember that? Yeah. Good times. Cedric, thank you very much, saying, woke up at 6 a.m. for this L. So finished. Blue co out. Big up to you, my friend. At least you have the rest of the day to make it right. Do you know what I mean? At least. For me, it's the other way around. This is going to go into my evening. Then again, I'll be closer to sleep. So it's Louise saying, do you think my prediction is wrong, though? I said 67-0. No. You might be onto something here. KXY Zeno again saying, got all the paint you need. Covers better than our defence. Brilliant. Especially the undercoat. Do you know what I mean? Especially the undercoat. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Rio shifted over to the... Oh, no, sorry. Frimpong. 1-2. No, he's gone back. Amen. Thank you for the super chat saying, Middlesbrough are playing really well. Good game. Oh, is CFC LDM playing? I started the boycott already for my TV. Not going to waste my time. Yeah, you can have this on and know what's going on and watch Middlesbrough instead. Let me see where. I didn't finish checking what the championship was. What was happening in the championship? Let me see. Is it windy? Am I hearing wind? Might be, you know. Bloody hell. Yeah, Middlesbrough, Southampton. Hull Millwall finished 0-0 yesterday. Big up to Ridical on Big Up, saying, hate to say this, Sanchez would have saved that. Yeah, he would have saved that, I reckon. I do. It wasn't even so far to the right, and he got a fingertip on it, but he didn't throw himself properly. He was out of position anyway. He was way too far. It's just ignorance. You know what I mean? It's just lack of focus. It's ridiculous. This is the levels of players we have. Aqua, if you need any help modding on YTC, I'm always here to help. Don't worry. Thank you very much, Aqua. Much appreciated. I'll keep an eye. And again, what you, Goonie and Johnny found out who helps fund them now don't mean they can keep printing money to bail them out. This is the thing. Undercover style, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe. Maybe. Never know. But then again, I think that can only go so far. Do you know what I mean? It can only go so far. The fans are singing F off Barley in Anfield. Is that what's going on? I can't hear it, so let me know in the chat if that's what's going on. Keep me posted if you hear, if you hear from what the fans are singing and all that. If you hear the sound, keep me posted in terms of what's going on. I'd love to know. Here's Palmer. Vargolis, thank you very much, saying respect for sticking by minerals. You're a real one. I appreciate that, mate. Real ones for real ones. The same can be said for Goonie, believe me. Believe me. At the end of the day, I know who's a real one. For sure. Like proper. Even in private. Like I know who's real. And I know for a fact those two are real. Those two are real. So with me, I'm real with them. You know, you find out who genuinely, really does actually have your back. Have them back twice over. Do you know what I mean? Ball in and straight to the goalkeeper. Pedro unlucky. Pedro did make a good run there, I'll say that. To get in between Van Dijk and Konate. No, he wasn't off either. He wasn't off, just an overhit pass. Given away. Nope. Curtis Jones. Liverpool throw. No digs. I'm just saying, in fact, it's the opposite. A lot of people think Minerals is maybe not real. He's not real. No, trust me, he is. Trust me. That's not a dig at anyone else. Especially George. I speak with George on the regs. It's fine. It's no problem. Same with Matisse. Spoken with him not too long ago. So, no, it's not that. But a lot of people have the wrong perception on Johnny. I know that for a fact. So, sometimes, we've spoken on this, sometimes, you know, he sticks it on people, he doesn't help himself. But when you go to the core, deep down, you get to know the person. Yeah, as real as you can get. As real as you can get. Amen. Thank you very much, mate. Saying, Younes, I'll get you a ticket for one of the World Cup. What I'm actually, can I just, before I get into that, what I meant by that, the space, the football YouTuber space, mate, I'm not talking Chelsea and whatnot. I'm talking across the spectrum. There's a lot of people that don't look the way, that are not the way they look. Let me just say that. Unfortunately, it's not a clean space. Much like many spaces, but there we are. Amen. Younes, I'll get you a ticket for one of the World Cup matches guaranteed. The catch only if we finish 6th and get Champions League. Well, that's not happening then. That's why you offered. So, no, I appreciate that. Not happening though. Vivek Lamba. Thank you very much. And by the way, you're going to have to stick accommodation, flights, all that in there because it's a flipping fortune the way it's being put in the States. Vivek Lamba saying, are these lot so bad or are they doing it on purpose? I think there's a bit of both. I think there is some players are just pants. And there are some players that I just think are down. And they've just gone, not bothered. Do you know what I mean? There's a blend. It's not one or the other. It's not either extreme. Both can happen at the same time. Kenjoy, thank you very much as well, saying, I think it's because Johnny tells it as it is and some people are not ready to hear what he has to say. Yeah. Some people don't want to go as near to that like he does. Here's Rio. Oh my God. He's taken on 3. Oh my God. Offside. All right, cool. Bloody hell, Rio was on it. On it like Sonic. Mental. JC, thank you very much, saying, worrying that my Minerals FC account got banned after the finance talk. Worries me that clearly could try and shut you down too the same way. If they have to, they will. Simple as that. That's just the reality. That's what we're living in. But people are not silly. People can see what's going on. Do you know what I mean? So, the thing is, yeah, he had a copyright clip that they managed to hold him against. We just got to make sure that we're knowing what we're showing. That's it. So, thank you very much, saying put the 2-0 in the bag and let us move with our day. At this point, you're right. At this point, you're completely right. It's in the mud. Is it 4:51 for you, Younes? No, 3:55. 3:55. I'm on Big Up Aqua, thank you very much. Ridical as well, saying Johnny Channel unsubscribed itself on my account and couldn't find it again until you guys started doing streams together. I think they've been filtering longer than we think. Oh, they have. They have. For a while. For a while. And we've had the ball nicked. I mean, we pass along the back line, get into the midfield, player gets the ball, one pass gives it away. Runs, gives it away. It always gets giving it away. That's what's going on. We're always just giving it away. So I will say, excuse me in a sec. I might actually have to go to the loo. Because it's an early kickoff. I don't normally do this. And yeah, normally, like now, we rarely have early kickoffs. And I don't think I'm going to be able to hold on till half time, I'll be honest. So bear with me. If I have to, I will let you know. Kazifu, thank you very much for the super chat, saying, I want us all to mass report Don and Nini. Those two are pathetic. Shout out Younes for the consistency. Win, lose, or draw, blue go out relentlessly. No, okay, I wouldn't activate for that, because let me explain why from a logical perspective. Each person can say what they want to say, right? I don't advocate for trying to mass report someone just based on their view. That's their view, right? At the same time, YouTube won't take any action even if you tried, because they're not doing anything that's wrong. Technically, they're not, right? So it's a waste of time. But the one thing that I will say is people do listen and do understand who's being logical, who's being real, what view makes sense, what view doesn't. Right? People can see through this. So the numbers will do the talking. At the end of the day, the numbers will do the talking. When it comes to this, I don't advocate for trying to remove someone or anything like that. Don't. Nini and Don and anyone else, they've done nothing wrong in terms of, you know, the way that they're posting. Their views are their views. They got their reasons why they have those views. That's that. We may disagree with it completely. But people are not dumb. And like I say, the numbers will do the talking. People stick around to who they know is worth sticking around for. That's just the reality. So, you know. Saru, thank you very much, saying, Younes, did you see the large number of Alonso links? Thank you very much. I have. Reminds me of when we were linked with Luis Enrique and then he walked away. Do you know what I mean? Big up to you guys on the big up as well. All I see is players trying to look like they are putting effort in, but with no substance on, and except João Pedro. I agree with that. I think there is an element of, yo, look busy, guys. Let's just look busy so we don't get scrutinized for it. And that's really it. But either they don't know what to do, or they choose to not know what to do, or they're just choosing to stick up the place and trying to look busy. That's, you know what I mean? They're not really bothered. They're not really bothered. RC, thank you very much, saying, I was attending a meeting held at Stamford Bridge in the director suite. Left 20 folded pages with blue co out written on them. Big up to RC. Round of applause for RC, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. What was the meeting? Let me know. Big up RC on Big Up. He's on the Big Up chat. Big up to you. What was the meeting? I'm curious. In the director suite. Unless it was it about the ticketing. Oh, healthcare. All right, healthcare. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I won't ask for detail. But big up. That's fantastic. Aqua says, I think he means larger number of Alonso carrots. We're going to be, at this point, streaming from a carrot field. You know what I mean? All right, Chelsea have the ball. Liverpool are sat back. Let's see how we navigate through this, yeah? Ball from Fofana into Palmer. Palmer looking for an option, can't find one. Goes all the way to Colwill. Colwill, moving forward. Cross in? No? No? All right. Enzo. To the left. Ball in, blocked. Same story. JC, thank you very much, saying, did you leave all you can eat Chelsea because of who has joined now? I think that's the case and agree. I stopped watching because of that. No, I'll be honest. Initially, I will tell you if that was the case. You know me. I'll be like, I'm not going on. Like, no, it's not that. The time is genuinely impossible for me to do now. And I said that long before anyone even really started coming on proper. It was just as soon as these guys started coming on that times work for certain people, most people that are a part of it, and for me it didn't. And then I made it as and when. I told Miz this myself. I said privately, as and when I'm going to be able to, I'll try, but I can't promise. Because things for me in my days have shifted. For them, it's morning. For me, it's mid-afternoon. And it's become impossible. So, but I have seen a lot of scrutiny in terms of some of the things said on there. I do watch. But yeah. Kenzo as well, thank you very much, saying, I understand that the players are upset over Maresca, but JT, Drogba, Lampard, Czech won the Champions League without a manager. These players are a bunch of kids. But did you just hear the names of the people you just said? Do you know what I mean? Here's Cucurella. Oh, Cucurella! Ah, okay. He brought it down on his chest. It is what it is. Nice little run, to be honest. It's a clever run. And it's onside. It's a clever ball. That's unlucky. He could have hit it on the volley. If he was about it, Van Basten, he could have hit that on the volley. But, yeah. RC, thank you very much, mate. Saying, have a photo with my blue Corral sign in Stamford Bridge to send to you. Legend. Do that, please. Do that. That's great. Or if you put it on Twitter and then tag me, mention me, I'll repost. Aqua saying he should add a Blueco carrot special for sale, only for 3 pesos. 3 pesos? How much is that? How much is 3 pesos? Cucurella is causing a bit of a nuisance on that side, you know. He actually is. Corner ball. He looks on it. Probably the only one. Oh, is that a corner or a goal kick? It's a corner given. I'm not sure if that should have been. Didn't pass the through ball. Why is the through ball not played? Santos tried to feed that to Cucurella. It's Caicedo. We got a large portion of the game now, large portion of the ball, but it's out for a goal kick. Okay, listen. I'm going to be honest. Hold the fort for about 1 minute. I cannot hold. I need to go. I'll be right back. I need to go to the loo. Right, it's got to be done. I shall go to the lavatory and shall return at once. Okay, be there. 1 sec. Thank you. We're back. Much better. Much better. There we are. Flipping hell. Now I can relax. I'll be honest, for the whole flipping time I was on edge. I'm just like... super chat, thank you very much. Saying, Lauren Safori, I'm in Alaska and it's 4 a.m. watching this. Blue co out, mate. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? But you should go back to bed. Go back to bed. Go back to sleep. Honestly. 3 pesos is 13p. Thank you very much, says Aqua. All right, fair enough. 13p. Peso. Okay, so... Wow, it's a weak currency-ish. "34 minutes in. "34 minutes. Free kick to Chelsea. The last 10 minutes or so has actually been a little bit more Chelsea. I say it's Chelsea, CFCLDN. Enzo Fernandez on the free kick. Oh, no way. No way has that gone in. No way. Is that an Enzo goal? Flipping hell. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. That is insane. Enzo's taken that free kick from like 45 yards out. No one's touched it and it's gone in. No one's touched it. What did Fofana do? Did it? What happened? Don't tell me someone's offside, I swear. No, no offside, no offside. Ball in. Hang on. Is that a Fofana goal? Ball in. No, Fofana's not touched. Fofana, you didn't touch it. You did. Oh, actually, if lucky, I'm not sure. If lucky. Hard to tell. Hard to tell who's actually... Fofana might have just a bit, maybe, touched the ball. Maybe. But don't hold your breath. Anyway, it's 1-1. It's 1-1. See, this is why I didn't want to say, like, okay, 3-0. They're going to kill us. No. That's why I went with 2-0. I mean, to be honest, I said 2-0 and we scored. I said 2-0. And we've actually scored a goal. Maybe I got to really predict us to not score ever again and we might actually score some goals. You know what I mean? Whenever I give too much credit, they don't do it. And when I give no credit, they do it. Do you know what I mean? Gusto. Sit him in the head. Go back to the toilet. Maybe we'll score another while you're gone. Yeah, maybe the same. That happened to George. That happened to George a while back. I remember he left, missed the goal. It's like everyone get back, go back to the loo, go back to the loo. Honestly, goal got given to Enzo. Says Reedy on Big Up. Thank you very much. So it's Enzo. Yeah. Okay. So Fofana didn't touch it. He went for it, missed it, didn't touch it. Yeah, I might have to stop giving. I might have to start not giving credit, and then we get the credit. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe. Anyway, long way to go. Wild though. Can I just talk about that Liverpool defending? What was that? Look at, yeah, he's not touched it. Fofana's not touched it, but that has allowed the goalkeeper to not move. Yeah, he's not touched the ball. He's not touched the ball. touches in the opposition's box. We've had 30. No way. No way. Enzo. Oh, Enzo with a shot straight at the keeper. You should be burying that. You should be burying that. He found a really good way in. Was he on? Yeah, miles on. That Liverpool defence is smoking. Bottom corner. You shoot bottom corner there. You don't just whack it at the goalkeeper. Pick the bottom right-hand corner, or you could go near post and up. And Enzo needs to do better there. Yeah, Fofana wasn't even close to it. Oh my God. Why was he celebrating? Like he scored. He done the Alan Shearer and everything. You didn't score, mate. What's that about? Anyway, it's an Enzo goal. It is an Enzo goal. Given away by Curtis Jones, Cucurella. I'll be honest, I don't rate this Liverpool team. If you've heard me on Younes Talks Football, I've mentioned how I believe Arnie Slot should be sacked. I've said that so many times. So many times. I think Liverpool have abandoned what was actually working for them. And that's Arnie Slot's fault, fully. Still a good team. But managed wrong, I reckon. And we'll see what their response is going to be now. Now it's an even playing field, 1-1. You know, we've been brighter the last 15 minutes. We've been brighter. Liverpool fallen off a cliff. Maybe complacency. Could be that. Maybe complacency. Here's Rio. Big up to Ridicao on big up. Yeah, true, they are on it. And Fofana is definitely a twat. Auto Glass 97 says, respect Younes from Italy. Italia. Come sta? Bene, bene. Kept on. Uh-oh. On the ball. Oh, goal kick. No. On the ball? Goal kick? What is it, ref? I think it's a goal kick. Correct, goal kick. Yeah, that's a goal kick. Yeah, well done, ref. Well done, ref. 41 and 42 minutes approaching. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1. That Kirkez, what is he doing? Here's Rio. Rio's gone past Gusto. That's not going to be the first time I say that. He's been dragged. You can see his shirt's been pulled. Rio's a little bit of a nuisance. No yellow card, thankfully. Probably should have been. Rio, who came from Cobham. Rio was our player. And left out of his own, it seems like his own will. He chose to go to Liverpool, where he thought there'll be more prospect, and to be honest, he's probably right. I mean, he's playing, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, and I don't know about this, I don't know if Josh Achempong is from the same class at Cobham as Rio. They grew up together. I'm not sure. Ball over the top, out for a goal kick to Chelsea. Rio 17. Yeah, Achempong's how old? 21? 2-year age gap. Yeah, that's enough. It might have. They're not playing the same academy. Well, I say academy team, the same youth team, by any chance. 20. Maybe that's a bit too far. Yeah, 17 to 20 is a bit too far. 2 years is possible. 3 is stretching it. 3 stretching it. Big up to Auto Glass on Big Up. Amico mio, ho dei fratelli che in Italia che possono mettere una testa di cavallo accanto a questi proprietari mentre dormono. Bosh! I have no idea what he said, but it was good. I don't know if I got a little bit of what's it, pronunciation wrong, but let me know. Hold on, I'm watching Peak. Says Aqua. Perfect translation. Thank you very much. We got how many minutes at a time? We've hit 45. How many minutes? I'm expecting 3. 2. All right, we'll take 2. We'll take 2. Lossy Loss, thank you very much. Chelsea's actually playing like they have a plan, even though I want Blue Co out. It feels good to see your team actually trying. I think the last 15 minutes has been much better. You see, okay, when you start seeing this, do you know what it actually tells you? Do you know what it tells you? It tells you it's mental. Because the plan hasn't changed from the first minute up until now. But that goal has changed the way we're moving. So, it's mental. It's mental. A little bit of confidence, a little bit of buzz, something to fight for, and all of a sudden, now we're moving. Auto Glass says, good. Basically, I say I have brothers here in Italy who can lay a horse's head next to these owners whilst they sleep. You're in Italy, mate. I have an idea of maybe who you know. I'm just going to leave it at that. Do you know what I mean? You know, Don Corleone and them, man, them. We're on the brink of halftime. 40 seconds to go. Ball turned. Good through ball over here. Unlucky. Frimpong can't reach it. Throw into Chelsea. 10 seconds to go. Referee's going to play for half time, surely. And there we are, half time. 1-1. Half time. So, yeah. You can see the stats. On Big Up, you can see the stats. On YouTube, you can see the stats as well after we get rid of the Liverpool lineup and Chelsea, I think. But yeah. Bright second half of that first half from Chelsea compared to the stinky first. But yeah, Liverpool have tanked off as well. I think Liverpool have gotten complacent. They thought, yeah, it's fine. This is okay. We got this. You know? Let's see what happens in the second half. There's the stats on screen for you now. 48 to 52%. XG is the same. Shots a little bit more from us. Slightly better pass accuracy from us. Same corners. That's it. So yeah, good end to that first half. Good end. Thank you very much to Zar for the super chat, saying, how come you're not on the other side of the coin anymore? I miss the OG squad. I've already explained this like 8 million times now. But the times that they stream now and do that is not a time that I can do anymore like before. It's impossible for me now. In terms of middle of my day now, middle of the afternoon, at that time, it's impossible. But it suits the others. If we try and shift the time, that suits me. It's not gonna suit them. So it's a majority thing. So that's why. Been that way for a little while now. But yeah, right now, if we're looking at the Prem, you're Ade Senya saying Enzo bailing us out once again. Thank you very much. To be honest, that free kick, you know, one of them goals that can just happen. That's what did it. But the reaction from us after that goal has been much better. Much better. And that's why I'm looking at this and going, yeah, you know what? This is a mental thing. All of you guys on the pitch are just shot of confidence or not bothered, not trying everything. If everyone really, really, really just locked in, no matter what, we'd be playing better. For sure. For sure. But for all sorts of reasons, whether they don't want to, or whether they've lost confidence, whether they've lost faith, whether there's fear, all these things coming in at the same time adds to the problems we already have. The Premier League table, as it stands right now, means we're still in 9th. No change there. 1 point more. Liverpool, with this result, depending on Bournemouth and Brentford, could still get Champions League football. Nailed on today, basically. It's a possibility. So, got to bear that in mind. Got to bear that in mind. Younes Talks Girls. Imagine naming your channel that. Thank you very much. I just tuned in. What have I missed? Please tell me Garnacho is not playing. No, we got no wingers. We got no wingers. You know? No way. My wife just said our son's football team is better than these. He plays for the old club, brother, Seymour Villa. The eldest is in Chelsea. Mate, that's fantastic. I give a shout out to Seymour Villa. Big up to Seymour Villa. Does the double-leg calf still exist? I'm going to watch out for your name. Does that double-leg calf still exist round the ground? Let me know. I'm curious. That used to be where I got off to go to training. Me and my best mate, actually. My best mate played for them longer, proper. In fact, he actually had a few games for the A team. So, yeah, let me know. Let me know. Different place now, I bet. That bloody double-leg calf don't exist anymore. Big up to you. Big up to your kids. I hope all is well over there. Manny the Kingdom saying, smash the like, guys. We're so sad to watch. You know, overall, look, the bar is so low now that we're looking at this and going, yeah, it's all right, better. But, do you know what I mean? Compared to what we should really be doing, yeah, there's still so much more to do. So much more. Let's see how the second half is going to go. All I'm going to say is, right now, our bench, you know, ideally, we want to be going into the second half winning. And because they've got a bench to turn to and we don't. We got Reece James. Brilliant. But, okay, if we go to their bench, you know, we got Delap and flipping Tosin. Their bench, and we got Lavia, but in terms of actually going to score goals, that doesn't really add too much. They've got Isak, Robertson that they can bring on. They've got Joe Gomez in defence. Chiesa, Chiesa back in the day, but I say back in the day, a few years ago would have been an absolute threat. Realistically, not a threat. For us, though, yeah, we've got Reece James. I don't see any other guy that... Well, we've definitely not got an attacker that we can bring on to help. This is all in João Pedro's hands. That's it. Or Palmer. That's it. Like, there's no other attacker that can really make a difference. They can just bring on Isak, change the shape, go a little bit more gung-ho, and all of a sudden, we are now facing more threat. And that's what I'm worried of. I've got to be honest, I am scared of that. I would have liked to go into the second half winning, and then I would honestly be able to tell you guys we might nick a draw. So let's wait and see. On Big Up, thank you to you guys. Riddicow says, sorry, give Colwell captaincy. Lost player on the pitch telling the ref he wasn't happy. Proper Chelsea. He's Cobham anyway. Autoglass 97 says, Vialli, Zola, Di Matteo, Casiraghi. All my idols, I love Chelsea and Juve. I'm shocked English fans do not protest harder like us Italians. It's because you guys are Italians. Yeah. The Italian blood is hot. The English blood is very cold. It's very chilled. Yeah, actually not cold. It's chilled. It's chilled. You know? Go to the pub and wait for all this to blow over is the English mentality. So, get me James on at half-time. Gusto makes me make Zappacosta for... He makes me miss Zappacosta. He's so bad. Man, Aqua, if we just got Barcola, we would have had a proper winger. Thank you very much, mate. I agree. Look, we could have had Kvaratskhelia for cheap. And we didn't. So... let's see how we're going to react into the second half. Review will be up immediately after. Yeah, we could have had Elise. Look, we could have had Kvaratskhelia, we could have had Elise, we could have had Shirky, we could have had Osimhen, we could have had Donnarumma, we could have had Gueye. We could have even, if we wanted to, push and get Semenyo, but then he would have had to compete with an Elise, which would have been mad. We could have and should have and would have and did not have. The Red Wolf, thank you very much, saying Delap could make a difference, could take us to 10. Negative difference. Imagine that, negative difference. Yeah, negative difference. We could have had Doué at one point. Yeah, we could have. We could have had PSG's team and Luis Enrique as well. What could have been? Why am I not talking about how bad Gusto is? Because he does it every week now. Oh my God, let me flip and change the time on Big Up. I forgot to change the... Hang on. Second half. Yeah, I don't need to. It speaks for itself. Gusto is terrible. End of story. But then again, especially at wing-back, we knew this was going to happen. Cucurella has been better than him on that left-hand side. Much, much, much better. Right? It's typical. Yeah, we could have had Dembele. Fermin Lopez. Yeah. Imagine all those players that we just mentioned with Enrique. We'd win the Champions League. You know? Siafe Hassan says, watch Chiesa come and score after you dissed him. Bet he better not. Out of all players, not Chiesa. Chiesa's not been playing at all. He's honestly. Kenjoy, thank you very much, saying, imagine Chelsea back-to-back Champions League winners, how the club value could have shot up for these owners. Big time. We really, really could have ended up with a mad, mad value if we were doing things properly, but we're not, unfortunately. They could have, should have, would have reminds me of Central C lyrics. You know it, Aqua. Thank you. Auto Glass says, Chelsea legends, Masters could play better than these terrible children on the pitch. Facts. Get the Chelsea legends on right now. We'd have a better game. I just hope none of them have started smoking cigarettes or something. You know, if they weren't already, maybe some were. Gusto to Dagestan. Dagestan, 2-3 years, Dagestan, and forget. Mental. Yeah, Rafinha's another one. Tuchel wanted him. Yeah. To be fair, it looks like we did a deal for that. That did seem more on Rafinha. But then again, but at that point, to be honest, Rafinha wouldn't have really known what he signed up for. We did still have Tuchel. So, yeah, Rafinha chose Barca. He wanted Barca. That's on him more. I got to be real. That's more on him. I bet he's looking and going, thank God, though. Do you know what I mean? Smoking Chesney vibes. Yeah, no, facts, mate. You'll be surprised how many footballers actually smoke cigarettes. You know, Zidane was a smoker. Look at the way he was moving. Mental. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lampard had a smoke or two. You know? Omar up the Chelsea, thank you very much. Saying, man like Cuckoo, let's get it done, lads. How are you, bro? I'm good. I hope you're well. But yeah. Garbaggio makes look retired Hazard look like prime Neymar. Thank you very much. Talking about Garnacho there. And Autoglass says, I'm flying to London in 3 weeks. I have tickets for Chelsea's Masters at Wembley on the 31st. Hang on, what? Joe Cole loved the Siggy, apparently. No, you'll be surprised how many players actually love the Siggy. But they could just still run. I don't know how they do it. It doesn't compute. In my head, it doesn't compute. Your smoke, your lungs are hit. How are you running 90 minutes to that capacity? How are your lungs going, yeah, it's fine. I don't get it. But they do it. Many, many, many people of past generations did it. My dad's generation, they all did it. All did it. Do you know what I mean? Like, how? How? You know, does the running clean the lung at the same time? So you're actually compensating? Is that how it works? Like, I genuinely, I need to look into the science for it. I really do. Let me see. Chelsea Masters, Wembley. I'm curious. Oh! 6 aside. Claude Makalele, Hasselbank, Loic Remy, Jody Morris. Bloody hell. That's hilarious. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You're going to see some proper Chelsea there. Proper Chelsea. That could be why they were all seen together playing padel. John Terry, I think, was in that picture too. I know he might be playing too if that's the case. Who knows? Jody Morris, no, not Jody Morris, sorry. Jamie O'Hara was in the middle of that. I'm like, what is he doing here? But maybe they're just all mates. Extract Play, thank you for the super chat saying we look pretty good this half. It doesn't change anything, but at least I can respect the work some of the boys are putting in. Yeah, I'd say some, for sure. Jorgensen Paul, though, thanks for the stream, mate. Last few days been shy. It really has. It really has. They do it the same way asthmatic players do it. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. You're not wrong. I've not thought of it that way. You're right. Yeah. My granddad in the army in the 50s was given cigarettes for free with rations. Mate, mental. Yeah, that generation was all about smoke. They were literally on smoke. Literally. But yeah. Cheers for the super chat. You're right. Some players have been all right. Some players have been good. Cucurella's been good. Pedro's been good. Enzo's been all right. I got to be honest. Levi Colwell. Aside from those guys, everyone's either been average or just pants. Like Gusto. You know? If we're being honest, we've not seen much from Palmer. Who else? The midfield's been just average. Caicedo, Santos, average. So we'll see. See what happens in the second half. A game's not 45, it's 90. Let's see how we end. That's going to be the most important thing. Players back on the pitch. No, Rabaj is too small. He's 15, isn't he? No, less. Sorry, less. Was it? No, actually. How old is he? How old is he? He's 17. Oh, he's eligible. He's eligible then. Yeah, bring him on. Do you know what I mean? Okay, we're up and away. Second half has commenced. Battle of the trash. Gusto better than Hakimi? Please escort yourself out of the stream. I'm kidding. But that's wild. Liverpool get us underway. Loads of them were playing and Dwight Gale was there. Yeah, Dwight Gale too. Yeah, random. I was at the Legends game and I was slapping myself to think we went from Hazard, William Pedro to Neto and Garbaggio. Mental, isn't it? I'm excited for Kendry Baez. Are you? Does it even exist? Ali McCoist arguing that Fofana should get the goal, and now a Premier League inquiry has started. Listen, it didn't touch him. He wasn't even close. When you look at it from the angle that they actually showed from the VAR line, like when you're looking for the offside line, his foot is so far from it. It's crazy. So. Hey, big up to you, Ruby. I've seen the mention. Love it. Goonies commented. Diehard Blue, thank you very much, mate. Saying, would you take Hansi Flick or Enrique at Chelsea? Yesterday. Yes. I would do that yesterday, mate. That makes sense to you. Without question. Either of them. I'd prefer Enrique. But either of them. For sure. So Bosley free kick. Guys, not again. Not again. Yeah, unfortunately, they're both at serious clubs, so we don't do that round here. Van Dijk licking his lips like Ronaldinho. Ball in. Header over the bar. Chance from McAllister. I actually can't believe Arsenal win the league this year, man. Don't want to write them off for Champions League because you know how finals can be. I'm not ready for their noise pollution. Honestly. They're going to do it, unfortunately. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Especially now, it seems like there could be a stipulation in the Arsenal Crystal Palace game, last day of the season. There could be. You know? And that's what could be mad. That's what could be mad because Crystal Palace might play a weakened side for the final. And also, apparently, if Arsenal win the league, Crystal Palace pocket 10 million for the Eze deal. Or great through ball. Cucurella. 2-1! Oh, crap! 2-1 Chelsea! Cole Palmer! Boom! I gotta be honest, I've not expected that. I've not expected that to happen. No chance. I've got to update the big up score. Flipping hell. How has this happened? No, I got to be honest. Yeah, Liverpool, you lot are pants. Liverpool, you lot are pants. I'm sorry, you lot are pants. You've conceded 2 to us. Oh no. No. Cucurella. Palmer's not off. Palmer's nowhere near off. Cucurella. Don't be off. Don't be off. Oh no. Ah, crap. That is so tight, it's stupid. I'm worried about his knee. Or at this point, his hair. Offside. Flipping hell, man. Was it? Yeah, his knee. All right, that's back down to 1. Flipping hell. Just when we thought Palmer got a goal. Okay, so I've got to now retract what I said. Liverpool, you're not crap. No, actually, I'm going to stick to it. Yeah, Liverpool are pants. How is it they're allowing this? 2 goals against us. My goodness. Do you know what I mean? Outrageous. This is actually going to instill quite a lot of confidence into Chelsea now. I'm pretty sure. I think Liverpool might be panicking. My God, this is turning to ping pong. Flipping hell. Holy crap. Tackle after tackle. Challenge after challenge. Free kick? Is free kick given? Yeah, free kick given. My God. Enzo. Central. Palmer's giving it away. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Break on the left. Here's Rio. And it's out for a goal kick. Gagbo, mate, that was horrible. That was pants. That was terrible. Medman, thank you very much. Saying, even if we somehow get Champions League football, Aston Villa, and win the FA Cup, Blue Co out. Yeah, for sure. No result changes that now. No results. It's clear how things are run. That's the problem. Ken Joy says, imagine the Ricketts took over. Would we be worse? As mad as it may sound, we could be worse. But then again, I think we're rock bottom anyway, so it'd probably be more the same. Same two sides of the same coin. Do you know what I mean? Sam is. But yeah. Why is Colwell going down? Why is he doing that? Okay, take him off. Take him off, take him off, take him off, take him off, bruv, take him off. Take him off. Do you know what I mean? No. I'm not looking for Colwell to end up with a permanent injury here. I'm really not. RSO 2003, thank you for the super chat, saying, I think Caicedo's having a good game. No, he's disturbing the ball from the midfield nicely. For some reason, he's always good against Liverpool. He's all right. Well, I mean, we've seen clinic Caicedo performances. This isn't one of them, but he's not bad. Gusto McAllister getting stuck in. Here's Curtis Jones. Poor, given straight to Caicedo. Enzo. João Pedro. Cucurella. Corner ball. Corner ball. McAllister's gone down as well now. They're falling like flies. They're all falling like flies. Crunching tackle, yep. Reece James being prepped. I'd bring Reece on. I'd bring Reece on. Oh, mate, what do you actually do? Gusto's going to go to the left. Oh, no, actually. How does that work? No, maybe Reece just goes into centre-back. Maybe Reece just goes into centre-back. I don't know, really. Gusto's not playing centre-back, that's for sure. Gusto. Palmer. Referee. No foul given. All right. Palmer, you have to get up. Get up. Oh. Frimpong. Frimpong going around fair play. Going around Cucurella. Is Colwell all right? Reece James was getting prepped. Reece James is prepped. Reece James is coming on. How's this going to work? Colwell. So you got Fofana and Hato. Cucurella, Gusto. Colwell comes off. Fofana goes into centre-back. Reece goes into right centre-back. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Liverpool now seeing a little bit more of the ball. We've not seen Liverpool have this much since actually the first 15 minutes of the first half. Here's Konate. All up the pitch. Oh, it's a great ball. Curtis Jones. Could Correa get him back in time? Oh, little flick. Oi. Good tackle. Good tackle. Who was that? Was that Levi? Was that Fofana? I think that was Colwell. Ball over to the left. Pedro. Yeah, well done, Pedro. Read the line. Read the line. Good Correa. Pedro. Killed the play. Killed the play. Killed it. Killed the play. Now Liverpool are back in position. Shifted over to the right. Gusto, Palmer. Santos. Come on, Enzo. Oh, Caicedo. Played the advantage. They've played the advantage. Oh, he's been sold a dream. Frimpong. On the edge, on the edge. Watch on the edge. Watch on the edge. Watch on the edge. Why is no one going to Szoboszlai? He's by himself. I mean, he's offside. Thank flipping goodness. Basic defending. Do you know what I mean? Basic defending mistakes. Basic. How is Szoboszlai just by himself there on the edge? Just ready to whack in the ball like there's... Yeah, it's offside. That's offside. And even then, how's Curtis Jones getting in between the both of you, lads? How? He's small as well, by the way. Let's just clarify that. Curtis Jones is tiny. Do you know what I mean? Thank you very much. Chelsea Blue DS saying, time really is the biggest healer. Some years back, you and Johnny had a lot of beef, only to unite for a common cause. Big up to him too. We've spoken about this. That's what happened when you end up just, you know, speaking with someone. We did it privately. Me and him, an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Went for a game. Laid it all out. Sorted. Thank you very much. Sweet. All right. Understand. And move forward. Bosh. Oh my God. Jorgensen with the save. Why is Szoboszlai asking for a pen? But yeah, Johnny's a real one. And now Goonie as well. Big up to Goonie. Man Knows Football. Subscribe to Man Knows Football. Make sure you do. Oh. Nah, it's not a handball. Have a day off. His hand's on the ground. What do you want him to do? Chop his arm off? No. No pen. No pen. No pen. No pen. Corner ball. Get on with it. Is Curtis Jones 185? I'm sorry. He looks like he's 165. Oh, he is tall then. My bad. My bad. If he's not small, he looks small. Here he is now. Unlucky. Tried to play the through ball. Ball up the pitch. Come on, man. To no one. Keeper comes out. Got half an hour to play. About to hit minute 60. Still just Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1. Momentum has started to shift back to Liverpool now. It's a good shot, good save from Jorgensen. At least he made that save. Szoboszlai is such a good midfielder, man. Szoboszlai's quality. Chelsea Blue says, Johnny softened up with other Chelsea YouTubers. I wouldn't say softened up. I'll be real. But focusing on bigger things is what I'll say. Aqua says underrated. Thank you very much. Liverpool now seeing more of the ball. Liverpool is now seeing more. It's here where we've got to be careful. You know why I say that? Because it's these sorts of portions where you allow Liverpool a little bit too much freedom, and then they start piling the pressure on, and then mentally you capitulate again. Do you know what I mean? You start reverting back to issues. And that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. You can't allow a team like Liverpool to just now start moving. As crap as they are, this is why I say they're not. Oh, Reece is coming on. Reece is coming on. Jorgensen! Yo, Jorgensen. Flipping hell. And we've given it away. My goodness. Playing with fire. Playing with fire, lads. Yeah, Jorgensen tried to turn again. Stay off the herbal essences. Facts. Ball in. Back post. Oh my God. Rio. I wonder if Liverpool are going to bring Isak on. I wonder. Palmer's just... Has he won the free kick? Referee says sub. All right. Reece is coming on for. Santos? I thought it was Colwill. Who's playing where then? Is Reece in midfield? I don't see any other way here. Reece in midfield with Caicedo is the only thing I can see here. Gotta be. It's gotta be. He's definitely not going right back. Well, right wing back. This is... Well, he should. Right wing back is Reece's, let's be honest, yeah. Right wing back is where Reece James laid the mark. You know, that's where Reece James made himself known to the world. He's a flipping great right wing back. Let's be honest. Mr. Audi TT vibes. But I think he's going to be in midfield. Guys, free kick given. Okay, thank goodness. Got swept. Gravenberch with the foul on Caicedo. This game is at least quite 50-50. At least I was expecting it to be 90-10, I'll be honest. So I'll take it. CFC Houseboat, thank you very much. Saying, is something up with Bobby Sanch? Or did the directors pick Jorg? Oh, you mean Robert Sanchez? Or did the directors pick Jorgensen for shop window bugs after all their reflection? Man was so pants on the blue coat. I don't know, you know. At this point, anything's possible. But yeah, apparently Sanchez had an issue. So, I don't know. Isak, great. As expected. And this is where I get a little bit worried. Unless, I wonder, are they going to keep Gakpo on or are they going to take him off? Or are they going to add another attacker? Maybe. Because, got to be honest, Liverpool here, they know if they win, they've sealed Champions League football. And I think that's their motivation, which makes me think maybe they are going to go a little bit more on the attack, which is where I would expect maybe for Gakpo to possibly stay on. We'll see. Paige, thank you very much for the super chat. Would you take Musk or Bezos as new owner? No. No. Oh my God, Cucurella. Corner ball. Cucurella's had a good game. If I'm going for a Chelsea man of the match today, I want to say Cucurella. I do. Who's coming off? No way. No way they're taking off Rio. The fans are not happy. Fans are not happy. Fans are fuming, except for those couple that are clapping. Do you see what I mean when I tell you about Arne Slot? He's mad. This is why I said on Younes Talks Football, I've done a few videos on this. Arne Slot, no. No. He doesn't know what he's doing now, I'll be honest. He ain't got a clue. He just took off their most potent attacker. What he's done with this Liverpool team, it honestly looks like he's dumbed them down. That's what it feels like. He's dumbed down the Liverpool team to something pretty basic. You know? Ball over the top. Here's Frimpong. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul and a yellow. Oh, man, I need to... Hang on, I'm going to put this aircon down. There we are. Better. Hato's been booked, correctly so, because that was a yellow. Easy yellow. A professional foul, if you will. I'm going to stick something out there. Let me know what you guys think, right? I actually think if we had the right personnel, we could deploy Cucurella and Reece James as wingbacks, and I think it would be mad. I actually think it would be mad. Imagine if we had those two players playing as wingbacks. Just saying. I actually think that's something that could be run with in the future. Yeah. If we sort out the rest of the pitch, of course. But I would like to see that. Ball over the top. That's a horrible free kick. Flip here now. Out for a throw. Throw by the corner flag. Reece would die after two. Yeah, maybe. You're right. Maybe. Yeah. Depends if his legs can hack it. Cucurella could hack it for sure. It depends if Reece James's legs can hack it too. Yeah, you're right. Right. Riddical on Big Up says, I've been saying that since he came back from injury about them two as wingbacks. If Tuchel was here and we had, well, with Tuchel we had Chilwell. But can you imagine Cucurella in that role? Yeah, I think that could. But again, I'm not saying that's what we have to do with this team here. It's not that. Because the personnel that we have is just not the same. Like, if you have a proper balanced team, I'm just saying, in a proper balanced team, those two as wingbacks, I think would kill it. They'd smash it. Offensively, I think they would add so much. Especially Cucurella. Good header. Or over to the left. It's a bit of a 50-50 game, this. It's starting to get a little bit back and forth, like, you know, ping pong. Tennis. Bish, bash, bosh, bish, bash, bosh, bish, bash, bosh. Do you know what I mean? It's starting to turn into that. Which could actually favour Liverpool, if I'm honest. It opens it up and allows us to maybe express ourselves a bit. But Liverpool, the one thing that Arne Slot has restricted them with is that rock and roll style that Liverpool have been so good that, oh my God, they've hit the post. Chelsea throw. Szoboszlai, man. Szoboszlai. I do like Szoboszlai. I think he's such a good midfielder. Jorgensen had it covered. He did have that covered, but they did hit the post. Unlucky Liverpool. Knocking on the door. A fortunate fall, thank you very much, saying Cucurella played left mid at Getafe. He did. Yep, he did. I think that's why he's very accustomed to going forward, attacking, and actually being good at it. You know? So I miss Chile, man. He was class. He was good. I think he was kind of unfairly done, you know. But I think he did fit Thomas Tuchel. Like, he fit Tuchel. After Tuchel, as a traditional left back, it just doesn't really work for Chilwell as well. So, yeah. He's still at Strasbourg as well. Unbelievable. All in. Frimpong. Oh, clean. Clean through. McAllister. Curtis Jones. Little through. Gravenberch. Oh, Marcos Alonso. That's not even a debate. Marcos Alonso was the wingback of wingbacks. Marcos Alonso was the ideal wingback, for sure. But that's it. He couldn't play anything else. He could not play anything else. It's a wingback or bust. Oh, that's a yellow, Enzo. You're playing with fire there, mate. You've snapped him off. Yep, that's a yellow. Yep. That's a foul. Riddick says, all I'm saying, Marcos Alonso and Tottenham over on Big Up. You're absolutely right. Victor Moses was another one. Victor Moses was like the perfect Conte wingback. Perfect. And I don't think we saw him play well in any other position ever again. Free kick Liverpool, so Boz like to whack this one in. Ball in. Oh, over the bar. Just. Oh, no, corner ball. Yeah, it was. Colwell. So Bosley take the corner. So Bosley takes. All in. Cleared. Curtis Jones. Yeah, it's all Liverpool. Now it's all Liverpool. Last 10 minutes have just been Liverpool. And that's what I don't like. Don't like it. That's poor from Szoboszlai, straight into Cucurella. Lockdown Pulisic was a Hazard regen, says Aqua on Big Up. Mate, Lockdown Pulisic was, if you had to be there. If you were not there, you missed out. It was like a limited edition. Lockdown Pulisic was a mad player. Honestly. Thank you very much. The Wiltshire's Organic Life. What a great name. Imagine we could have had Szoboszlai also, shaking my head. That is wild when you think about it. But then again, you know what? Szoboszlai is a midfielder that I don't think many people suspected until when he joined Liverpool and then he just started thriving. Like, it's at Liverpool where he really made his mark. But some of the players around him, that midfield is all super balanced. They help each other. You know, Gravenberch is fantastic because of McAllister and Szoboszlai. McAllister's fantastic because of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is fantastic because of McAllister and Gravenberch. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've helped each other grow together really, really well. So, a fortunate fall also saying, thank you very much for the super chat. Marcos Alonso played like Roberto Carlos at the beginning of the season and Baba Rahman by the end. Baba Rahman. Oh, Liverpool giving it away here. Here's Hato. Baba Rahman. The streets will never forget. Here's Pedro. 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 On your own, on your own, on your own, on your own. You know, sometimes you just got to do that. As a striker, just go. Just go. Just screw it. Sometimes you got to. Unlucky. He did take on 3 there. got the shot off. A little bit lucky with the way it bounced back to his path, but he took it. Unlucky. Unlucky. He tried to put that top bins as well. 76 minutes, still 1-1. Better than we expected in terms of scoreline, that's for sure. Liverpool making a couple of subs here. I think it's going to be Gakpo off. Chiesa on. And Gomez on. For who? Konate. All right. Edward, thank you very much. He's done it again. He's done it again. Giving 5 memberships. 5 members. Big up to all of you. You're now gifted membership by Edward, so you can give him a thanks. But thank you to Edward for allowing that to happen, mate. Top man. Ghost, FMO Dutchy, Kel Talks Chelsea, Joe268, Real Talk 5131. Welcome. You're brand new members of the channel. Courtesy of Edward A5584. Big up to him. Thank you very much, mate. Liverpool pushing. Frimpong. Ball in. Straight to the keeper. Aqua says, Pulisic loved to score against Palace. Thank you very much. He did. And if I'm not mistaken, he scored against Liverpool at the Bridge with that fantastic goal, if you remember. Here's Isak. Out for a goal kick. No. Still on. Still on. Now it's out for a corner. Good career. That came off you, mate. That did come off you. Relax. You know. Why João Pedro does that shot across the ground? To be honest, to be fair to João Pedro in that moment, he saw a spot. He went top corner. I can see why he chose to go top corner. I can understand it. He's tried to put it there. I do agree. Sometimes you can go low, and that's maybe a safer option. It was screaming out. I do understand that in that moment, you just got to think, okay, I see a chance. Where am I putting it? And it's instinct. It's an unlucky shot. Oh, my God. Crossbar Liverpool. Van Dijk. Oh, see what I mean? Where I don't like this. They've hit the post. They've hit the bar. They're on the attack. It's non-stop. McAllister's just dropped to the ground. I don't know why. So has Gomez. And then Van Dijk hit the bar. What's happening here? Wild. My goodness. Van Dijk's an absolute truck, isn't he? Caicedo had no chance. You know what I mean? He had no chance. Oh, hang on. Is it free kick? What's been given? Goal kick. All right. Oh my God. Aqua's putting a flipping GIF on Big Up of Marco Silva, the new Chelsea puppet, Marco Silva. Don't. Don't. Carwell back to Jorgensen. 10 minutes to play. You've got 10 left. Atto. All over the top. Little dink. Oh, God, no. Guess who's coming on? The handyman is coming on. He's got a job. He's been called into a job. Oh, I've given it away. Kay's on his own. No free kick given. Yeah, the plasterer's coming on. He's been called in. Got a job for you to attend to, mate. Right? I'll give you the address. Watch out for your WhatsApp. Get in the van. Make your way over there now. Right? Somewhere in Sutton. Someone needs their pipes mending. All right, boss, I'll go. Do you know what I mean? Freestyle, thank you for the super chat. No one will hold a candle to the legend Gillo Bodji. The streets will never forget about Gillo Bodji as well. Never forget. What a ledge. Chelsea Blue, yes, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, the lab's coming on. Flipping hell. After what happened to Johnny, are you scared that niche sports media will report copyright claims on you too? Johnny should take them to court, to be honest. No, to be honest, Johnny got done for a certain clip that was shown of Sir Alex Ferguson talking about journalists not saying the truth. And that clip was been shown on his channel for the past 3.5 years. I don't show clips on my channel. So there's nothing to copyright me against. What? You're going to copyright me against my own face? Do you know what I mean? I don't show anything. So they can't. Even if they wanted to do that, they can't. Could they try and find another angle? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I say maybe. They will if they wanted to. You know what I mean? So, good career in the book. We're just absorbing pressure now. Literally just absorbing pressure. Free kick, taken, ball in, back post. Uh-oh. I don't know why Liverpool fans have just all started screaming, but they saw something, and I hope it doesn't go back. I don't see what happened. Chelsea Blue says, if they find another angle, what would you do? Well, what would I do? I've got to deal with it. Got to deal with it. You know? Wink, wink. Join me on Younes Talks Football. Link in the description. You'll find me there. A Fortunate Fool saying, bro, what happened to Kellyman? He was a scam. He's a fugazi. He doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? Corner ball, Liverpool. They're pushing. I think now, up until the end, it's just going to be a push for Liverpool to try and get a winner. I don't see anything else really happening, I'll be honest. And ball that was screaming at load of rubbish. Thank you very much. As Ridicule on Big Up. I think it got cleared because now it's going to be a corner, and they must have looked at it. So no handball. I don't even know what it was. Handball. I don't know what they were screaming at. Anyway, okay. Caicedo's been dropped to the ground. Referee's like, all right, guys, can all of you stop acting like children? Gomez on Caicedo. Bloody hell. Oh, well, Caicedo on Gomez is Liverpool corner. It's a bit of a mismatch, that, I've got to be honest. My God, they're all just grabbing each other up, aren't they? Got another one breakdancing now. Back post. Back in. Straight to the keeper. Flipping hell. You know what's mad? 1-1 actually means that we are not going to lose 7 in a row. It means that we're actually going to just end it at 6. But 1-1's not a good result either, by the way. Just saying. We're 9th, and we're staying there. So. Look at that. What kind of ball is that? Who was that to? Is the lap on, by the way, or is he still, like, chilling? What's going on? This result also means Liverpool can get Champions League football as long as no one else really wins. Bournemouth don't win. Or who's 7th? Brentford? No, Brighton. Brighton? One of the Bs. One of the Bs. The press. Look at the Liverpool press. Look at that. Flipping out. We've navigated through it well, to be honest. Free kick Chelsea. All right. Taken. Palmer. If this ends a draw, how much is going to follow with PR pump out BS? Get ready. Yeah. That's coming anyway. That's going to happen anyway. Has Dilap been told to sit down? If that's what's happened, that's the one thing I actually rate McFarlane on. If he's not bringing him on, good decision. Brentford are 7th. Yeah, Brighton are 8th. Yeah, so Brentford. So basically, if Bournemouth or Brentford don't get a result, Liverpool get Champions League with this draw. But this draw means that we're 9th. And we're 1 point ahead of Fulham and... Is it Everton? If I'm not mistaken. Going to Parma. That's back to Gusto. That's not in front of Gusto. $88 minutes. 88 minutes. Cucurella. Oh, go on, Pedro. Oh, Pedro's on it. He's up. Given away. Pedro, I got to be honest. Pedro, you should have stayed down. I don't normally say that, but you should have stayed down. That's the one time that I will look at someone and go, you shouldn't have been fair there. Do you know what I mean? What happened? Oh, they're checking. They're checking anyway. The yellow card's been given. I don't know to who. I don't know how to call that, I'll be honest. Frimpong's put his leg in between. And he's touched the ball. And then his leg is trapped. But then he's brought Pedro down. I don't think this is going to get given, I'll be honest. I don't think it's going to get given. Caicedo got booked. Why? It's not given. I'm not surprised. Because you could argue Pedro trapped his leg. You know, was it Frimpong? Frimpong started going down first. So, one of those ones. 90 minutes. How many minutes of added time? I'm going 5. 7. All right. Cool. No, Cucurella, no, that's over here. That's over here, on the ground. That easy through ball. See, João Pedro just said exactly what I said. Big up to João Pedro knows. He literally said, on the ground. Little dink over the top. Uh-oh. No one on the edge. Palmer gets rid. Reece James. Into Cucurella. Match review will be up straight after this. So make sure you guys are there. Big up to all of you that joined on Big Up as well. Much appreciated. It's all a bit tense. Don't know how this one will end. Can go either way right now. Can go either way. Which is more than what we could have said in the last few games, if we're being completely honest. The fact that we're even saying this can go either way is actually, you know, it's something. Do you know what I mean? Palmer. Ball in. Straight to the keeper. Mohamed's really looking for an option. Still got the ball. Jones. The Frimpong. Back to Jones. Gomez. Frimpong. Given away. Oh, we bottled that. Absolutely bottled that. Goes to Kirkez. Gomez. Four minutes left to play off stoppage time. It's all a bit tight. Little 1-2, Isak. Oh my God. Back to Frimpong on a plate. All right, we've won it. Pedro. And he's been fouled. Yellow card. McAllister. Three minutes to go. We're getting closer and closer to this game finishing 1-1. Closer and closer. Free kick Chelsea. Everyone's lumping forward. Cole to take. Cole was all right, by the way, from that scare earlier on. Looks fine. Here's Enzo. Nicked. But Correa can't keep it on. Anyone looking at the result, by the way, this result doesn't help anyway. If anything, Chelsea absolutely must win. That's in the bin. But in consideration with the last 6 performances, you could actually say this one was actually more 50-50. That's how much in the mud we are. Now, how much in the mud we've been that we're looking at this and we're actually looking at, yeah, you know what? A draw's a fair result and it's better than what we've seen lately. That's actually telling the truth. We've got 1 minute left to play now. Ball in. Straight to Mamardashvili. And tried to hit Liverpool on the break. He's just absolutely killed Chiesa there. Killed him. Jorgensen up the pitch. Gusto's left foot is broken. It's not. Touch. All right, Liverpool fuming at that decision. What's happened? It's a free kick being given backwards. Yeah, so no advantage given. They're kicking off. We got 30 seconds left. And it's a Liverpool free kick. It's going to finish a draw. And it's a better performance. It's not a good result. Better performance, fair result. Fair result. But we did need more. If anything, we did need more. And we're still 9th. So is one of those. Liverpool will feel like they played crap today. They will. Look, they're kicking off. They're fuming. And Slot's bottled that for them, I think. Rio should have stayed on the pitch. And they're all leaving. Referee's going to blow the whistle. Is it boos across the board? So even the Liverpool lot are not kicking off now, yeah? Yeah, because for them, this is not a great result either. For them, a win would have sealed Champions League football. They've not done that yet. They now have to rely on games later. So it finishes 1-1. Yeah, whole load of meh. Do you know what I mean? Don't really feel anything. I'll get into all of it on the review. We'll get into all of that. Much appreciated, people. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you for all the interaction and everyone, both on Big Up and on YouTube. Much appreciated. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you're following the Big Up page. Join the community on there. Thank you all so much. Make sure you are also subbed here on YouTube too. And I'll see all of you on the review that's about to be uploaded. So I'll catch you there. Thank you for the super chats, the interaction, the comments, everyone, the mods. Big up to all of you. And I'll see all of you very shortly. In a bit, people. Thank you all so much. Take care and peace.